I'm buying my 4th yacht, baby, and I'm gonna show you how to buy it right. This was my first yacht. I love the layout, but everything inside was cheesy. So I sold it, and I made $1 million. Then I bought the second one. It was made in England, mate, but it was too skinny. So I sold it and broke even. Then I got my third one. It was bigger, made in Italia. It was great, but it had the master bedroom down below, so I had to go down the stairs, and my knees didn't like it. So I donated it and broke even. Now I'm on the hunt for number 4. I now know what my dream yacht needs to have. Number 1, on-deck master bedroom on the main deck, so I ain't gotta go down the stairs. Number 2, bow seating, so I can be in the front of the boat, smoking, relaxing, and comfortable seating on the bow. Number 3, a swim deck that goes up and down. Why? Because when I get in the water, I can go down and I can go up. And I don't have to worry about those sharks coming up and biting me because I got a deck below me. So chew on some wood, sharkies. Number 4, a huge top deck for all sorts of entertaining. And after months of looking, I think I found the right one. I looked at every possible boat in the entire market that fits my needs in my budget. And I'm tired of looking, baby. My broker, he said, this is the one. So let's see if he's right. 2021 Ferretti 920, the Big Papa. This brand new boat, 12 to 13 million easily. This boat was listed for $6 million. Look at the size of this salon. Giant screen TV. There's a leaf on this table. I can seat up to 10 people on it or more. Beautiful dining room, beautiful salon. It's clean, it's fresh. You got all this glassware. We got power blinds, look at that. Here's Carla's office. We got refrigerator, freezers, everything you need, man. You cook, you clean, you can close it off. You know, it's great. The crew quarters is down here. I don't like a big crew, but there's 3 rooms, 2 baths down there for the crew. And up here, the captain's got his own office, even though the captains never like to drive here unless it's bad weather. But they got their whole office and they got access to the upper hell. And the best part of this boat, come on in. It's the on-deck master. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not downstairs in a hole. I'm up here like a big shot. And it's great. I got a couch, we got a big bed, and we got a beautiful bathroom down here. Big shower. She has her own sink. We got another toilet. I mean, this is great because I don't like too much space on a boat. You don't need it. Plenty of storage. Now look at the size of that TV, baby.
Are you gonna smoke your cigarettes?
She won't let me do that, no. There's no patio. Now, the next boat, if there is one, will have a patio on it. Ooh. And below deck, there's 4 more rooms, which I'm not happy about 4.
That's super happy.
No, I'm not, because I don't want nobody on a goddamn boat. I don't want no pests. I don't want a bunch of kids. You know, but there's too many staterooms down there. You know my buddy Nick, he's a captain and he's also a boat broker. And he's in real estate, he does it all.
Trifecta.
Okay, when he's not going to the gym. But let me tell you something, I roped him in. I said, Nick, don't worry, help me find a boat. It'll be a piece of cake, you won't have to do nothing. I got him, I drove him nuts. I made him take me out and show me at least 12 or 15 different boats. He showed me every boat on the market that it was even a remote possibility to what I was looking for. This boat got everything I need and everything I want. And now we're gonna play the game. It's time to negotiate. Whenever you're buying anything, you have to get it for the best possible price. And you only get one shot at it. So you gotta do it right. You gotta come in low and make the best deal you can. Because we all know the old saying, you can always go up, but you can't go down. They're asking for about $6 million for this baby. Brand new, it's more than double. And the boat's still like new. I'm gonna offer him 4. Let's see what happens. You don't know, ask and ye shall receive. So we put an offer in, they didn't like it. so they sent it back. It's just like real estate. You make an offer, they make a counter offer until you come to the same number. And that's what we did. But then you gotta do the survey, baby. I've been working all goddamn day. And of course, nobody's around. And what do we got to eat? Bunch of fruit and a bunch of goddamn vegetables. I ain't got time to prepare nothing and cook and all that shit. But that's okay, you know why? Because I got Factor, baby! Just take it out the wrapper, poke some holes in it, and put it in the micro, and in 2 minutes, we're gonna be eating good, baby. Factor makes it insanely easy to eat good without thinking about it. Factor has now expanded the global cuisines range with the launch of the new Asian and Mediterranean cuisine meals. No refined seed oils, no refined sugars, just real food from Factor, baby. Delicious. Enjoy more nutritious and balanced meal options tailored to a wider range of health goals, so you can reach them with ease. I use it, and you should too. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code MALLAHFB50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Plus, free breakfast for 1 year, baby. That's code MALLAHFB50 at Factor75.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. But then you gotta do the survey, baby. You gotta check every nook and cranny in this boat. There are so many components to a boat like this, it'll make your head spin. You got generators, you got engines, appliances, water softeners, water makers. When you run a boat like this, you got a whole power plant running with you. All right, this baby's coming out the water. We're gonna see what the bottom looks like. How do we get off the boat? I ain't jumping from there. So, they're sending a private taxi to pick us up. Look at that. Guy in the water there, making sure everything's straight. There you go. How to raise $5 million. You ever see the bottom of a yacht? There you go. The survey cost a few $1,000s, and I want this done because a boat can have hidden problems that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Luckily, there was nothing major. We did buy this boat from a dealer who took it in as a trade-in for a big shot who went out and bought a bigger boat. Okay, so the dealership did make sure this boat was in good condition, or else they would have took it in on a trade-in. But they still had a long survey. Surveys typically can be negotiated. Sometimes the seller will do this, sometimes the buyer will do that, or sometimes you just negotiate a credit for what the boat needed. But I didn't want the credit. I wanted the dealership to make this boat picture perfect, okay? Because they're the experts, let them do it. Then the surveyor comes back and checks that they did everything. And that's what we did. Typically, you would just say, okay, it's $100,000 worth of stuff that has to be fixed, take $100,000 off the price. But I didn't want to do that, because I knew when my wife got on that boat, she wanted it picture perfect, just like me.
Don't put me in it, but yes.
Brought this baby home, and everything is perfect.
Ben, I got some bad news for you. The tender doesn't fit. Garage is a foot too short.
Your brain, I wish, was a foot long. What do you mean the tender don't fit? You let me buy this big-ass yacht, and the tender don't fit?
The dealer said it would fit.
By 1 foot?
By 1 foot.
God, now we gotta go out and buy another fucking tender.
Trade it in. Trade it in. Trade up.
I'm gonna trade up for you. I can't get nothing for you. Maybe I could take you to the scrap yard. I bought this house in 2020 to keep my last boats at. It has a perfect dock, cost me very little per month, but to get out to sea, I have to go through 3 bridges. Also, I have to pay to maintain the house. We gotta get this place cleaned up. I'm sick of it looking like this. So, you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna get rid of all this shit. And I'm gonna teach you something. We're not gonna go and take these to the dump and pay them money. We're gonna go somewhere where we're gonna get some money. Did you put a magnet on it and make sure it was aluminum?
It's aluminum.
Fine. find the nearest scrapyard, and we're gonna cash these puppies in, and I know at least we're gonna get lunch money. It costs money to dump stuff. If I take these to the dump, they're gonna charge me, but they're aluminum, so we're gonna cash them in, baby, and we're gonna get some money today.
If you want to make more money, we got to cut the fabric out of them.
Shit.
If you're in such a rush, Ben, I got this. I'll get the rest of the chairs.
Hurry
Don't
up.
cut yourself
I
now.
wanna go. Oh. Damn Gilligan. What the hell's the point of having him? You should be doing this shit. Make my wife come do it.
Oh, don't cut yourself, Carla.
Hurry up. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Look at that.
I'm not Mexican.
She quit in the middle of a job. What's so hard about that? They make a big deal out of everything. Let me tell you something, okay? When little Ben was about 3 years old, I used to go around and get old shit everywhere, out of storage rooms, old broken aluminum doors, drinking soda cans, and cash them in just so I could feed me and him for the day. That's what I used to do. I remember doing it. If you like seeing me work, hit the like button. Shit, that thing bounced off my head. I'm gonna be pissed. Pays to buy new ones, it's cheaper. Oh shit. All right, come on. The sign says they're at capacity.
It says open. We are at capacity for aluminum and stainless. Another
Every
minute.
time you go near a bridge, it fucking closes and opens. Wow, man, you're really cool.
Open 7 days a week.
All right, what'd you get? What'd you get? How much we got?
You got a guess? What do you
I
think?
say $100. What do you got? Oh man, you got ripped off.
$61, not even.
All that trouble for $61, but
And this is my tip.
I could have had him haul it away, and he would have ended up paying $60 to dump it. Instead, I made him come over here and get some money instead of spending money.
And I get a tip.
If you got a bunch of steel aluminum sitting around, take it to the scrapyard and make some money. It cost me about $2,000 a month to keep the boat at the house. So I want to see what my options are and where to keep it. I could keep it at the house, or maybe I'll bring it to a resort. And this place is a brand new resort right here in Fort Lauderdale where I can keep the boat and got all the amenities. Let's check it out. I mean, I love new places. Reminds me of my hotels.
Very fancy. Look at that.
If you have a condo here, you can be out here, relaxing on your patio, and you can see your boat. I don't wait under that bridge. I have no bridges anymore. And then I'm right here by the open to the ocean. Soul, Azimut, Tri-Deck. That's a 3-deck boat.
When are you buying this one?
I don't know. I don't know. You never know if you're going to move up to that level or not. We'll find out. See me in a couple of years. We'll see. Depends on the market. Depends on real estate. But the problem is I don't want a big crew. These boats are a lot to operate and maintain. You got to have so many people working for you. I don't want that. I just need something good enough for just me. I don't need a big expense like that and a headache. I don't want nothing they charge for this boat. My boat here is going to be about at least 15 grand a month. Just to park. If I decide to come here, they're gonna give me a list of slips. Then I'm gonna go out and check which one I like. This could possibly be one of them. I could be next to the water taxi. Will I be happy parking my boat here? I don't know. Should I keep the house? These are big decisions you gotta make in life. I like it, but you gotta do the ultimate test. The ultimate test is you bring your boat here and you stay for 2 or 3 nights and you see how it is. Getting up every morning, go to the pool, go to the restaurant, go to the spa, sleep on your boat. You gotta get a feel for things before you invest in them. So I'm just checking it out. This is low maintenance to me. No more worried about a house, but you do give up privacy, which I'm not a very private person, am I? I sent Gilligan out to go find an AB, the brand I like. And now we got a tender, baby. Solve that problem. We're gonna go to the same places, but this time we're coming back with a big papa boat. We're gonna hit every island in the Bahamas. We're gonna go to Miami. We're gonna go everywhere. We might go visit my mother in New York City.
Get rid of that camera. I don't want to see it no more.
If you got questions about real estate, or maybe you wanna buy a yacht, go to benmallah.com, consult with Ben. Get me on the phone. Let's talk about it. Share the video. I don't like to lose. We need more views. Don't forget about our sponsor, Factor. Adios, amigos.